welcome back to my channel. So long time no haul. That is because I live in a loft apartment and the area that I film in is in the upper loft area and it is 1,000,000 degrees up here. It is so hot and my air conditioner is so loud, but it's kind of not super hot today. It's like 70 degrees outside. It's like 80 degrees up here and these lights are making it like 90 degrees. So I feel like me not having my air conditioner on is going to last all of 5 minutes, but I'm going to try my hardest not to put it on, okay? Because it's hella loud. But we're moving at the end of October, which I'm so excited for because I hate this apartment. Like, I seriously hate it. I'm over it. It's the worst. I could go on a rant, but that's not what this video is about. This video is a BJD haul. I know in the last one I was like, I'm not gonna buy any more BJDs except for Minifee Merwin. Is that how you say that? Hawaii? I don't know how to say it. But I bought a couple more BJDs. It's funny because I finally gave in and put Hawaii on layaway. Because I waited like months to find her on the secondhand market. For those of you guys who don't know, I don't really like pre-ordering dolls because I'm just impatient, honestly, like that's it. And I waited months to find her on the secondhand market and she just never came. So I finally put her on layaway with Denver Doll Emporium and literally like 2 weeks later she was on the secondhand market. Just kill me, okay? I have some BJDs here. I swear I'm gonna paint these soon, I swear. It's going to happen. I've just been busy with doll repaints of fashion dolls for this channel, but I am going to paint these soon. I need to turn the air conditioner back on. I'm so sorry if it's so loud. I'm sorry. It's so hot. It's back on. I'm sorry about it. Let's talk about this first. This is not a full doll. This is just a head. I was looking at DollZone's Honey. I believe it's DollZone's Honey. Let me make sure. I'm like 90% certain. Does anybody else like double check everything they do because they have anxiety, or is that just me? DollZone Honey, so that's what this is. I found a DollZone Honey head for $30 on eBay, which is like $50 off. It is $50 off because I feel like that's like a ton to take off because of the issue it has, but yeah. The issue that it has is this ear, the very tip of it is broken off. So if you can probably see it better like that. You can see like the tip of it is not there anymore. It also has like some face-up residue on it. Whatever, I mean I can definitely fix that. I want to give her a face-up anyway. I was actually thinking about, since this doll head was so cheap, I don't really want to put like $60 or $70 into a body for it. I was thinking about, and this might be horrific to some people, maybe trying or seeing if I could put it on a rainbow high body because the head is exactly the same size. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I just thought it might be a cute combo. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the inside of it. I don't know, who cares about the inside of the head. Maybe I could like heavily mod it. I was kind of just thinking about using this doll head as something that I could practice on because it was so inexpensive for a BJD, and I'm not as freaked out by it because it was so inexpensive, because BJDs are pretty expensive. So that's her. It also came with some wigs and I think some eyeballs, which is really nice because the head itself was already quite cheap. These are the wigs and the eyeballs. So this is, I'm not gonna take it out, but yeah, that's one of the wigs. It's like a dark purple. And then this one's a dark red. They also included some eyeballs. So that's pretty cool. Just an inexpensive eBay find. The next thing I found on eBay was this. So, y'all know my love for Resinsoul. I really like Resinsoul. I just love how inexpensive their dolls are. I also think their dolls are quite pretty. It took me a little bit to come around to their dolls, but to be honest, I feel like I come around to like everything aesthetically. Like, I don't know, I feel like when I get into a hobby I have very kind of intense opinions about things, and then as I'm there for a little bit those opinions sort of dissipate. I love Resinsoul, I really do. This is one of their little deer tours. So cute. I was so excited to find this because it's actually, I was debating between this one and, so this one is autumn, and I was debating between autumn and summer. And it's in the exact skin tone or exact resin shade that I wanted, so it's in light tan. And this was also my first tan doll. They're just not as easy to find as lighter complected dolls. which is kind of shitty. I mean, it is shitty. It's not kind of shitty, it is shitty. It came with some little antlers and the doll. So it came with this carrying case, and then also this yellow carrying case, which I believe is like a Bobobi carrying case. I don't know, I've seen it with Bobobi dolls. I believe the seller said that they got this from Denver Doll. So I really like centaurs, I've mentioned this. And I just wanted one of these because they're 1/6 scale. He's really cute. I don't know if it's gonna be a girl or a boy. Probably a girl because I just don't really, I don't know. I just don't really like want a boy BJD. I just figure if I'm gonna pay a bunch of money, like, I think that's kind of obvious because I haven't really painted many fashion dolls that are boys. I just have a thing for making pretty ladies. It's kind of my thing. So very cute. It has eyeballs. I don't know if they like fell out or if I took them out. I might have taken them out. Yeah, I took them out because I was playing around with some eyeballs that I already have. But that is her, him, I don't know. These are the antlers. I wonder if, that would probably look insane. I was gonna say, I wonder if the honey head would fit on this. Maybe. I don't know. Because if you guys don't know, that honey doll is actually 1/6 scale. It's like one of those little big-headed 1/6 scale dolls. Oh, it has a S hook too. A little random S hook. It's a cute little babby. I love the little big old ears. I love, well, it's actually not double jointed. I believe the seller said that they sueded the legs, which I can kind of tell because generally most of the time, at least from my experience, Resinsoul dolls are really kicky and tight and stuff, but this one's sort of flowing nicer. And to be honest, I don't really feel the need to restring it or anything because I don't know if they restrung it or if they just sueded it, but it feels like nice, the posing. I also really like how chunky it is. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of like chunk to its little legs and chunk to its back legs, little butt. It's so cute. I was showing my husband this doll and he was saying how it looks like an old anime like character, like I guess from like the 1980s, and I can kind of see it. Something I'm not crazy about, and this is just hella nitpicky, I don't like, oh my god, I don't like how long like the nails are. I don't know, I just feel like the nails are very long. Not like long in length, but like the nail bed to the end of the nail is very long. Very nitpicky, I know. I still love her, him. I think I keep switching genders of this doll. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna make some sort of deer character, but other than that, I don't know. So next up we have a Mayu doll. I got this one secondhand, like literally everything else in my collection. That's not true. I guess I have like 2 dolls that are not secondhand that I actually pre-ordered, but this is a Mayu doll. I really like Mayu dolls. I specifically really like their 1/6 scale dolls because I just prefer 1/6 scale dolls, but they're incredibly hard to find. I would say if you're looking for a 1/6 scale doll, I love Mayu's. Is it Mayu or Myou? I don't know. I love their 1/6 scale dolls. I have one already. I have Gina from them. That's just really pretty. I can't speak for the other sizes, but the 1/6 scale sizes from Mayu are very sturdy. I don't feel like I'm gonna break them, which is something that I found is a problem with some 1/6 scale dolls. Like I feel like they're just, I don't know, like if they fell off the table or something, they would snap, but I don't feel that with Mayu dolls, or at least their smaller ones. But I found someone selling this, and I don't know how to pronounce this doll's name. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. It's like very different. It is not Gina. It's quite different than Gina. Hold on. I think because this doll, maybe they gave her a fancier name because she's an elf. Maybe. Don't quote me. I don't know. Okay, her name is Varudis. Varudis. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on the screen and y'all can sound it out for yourselves. But I have this doll. So this doll is quite a bit different than the Mayu doll that I already have, and I'll show you them both. For one thing, they're different sculpts. Something that I find with Myou dolls is that the sculpts are quite similar, which is something that I'm not too crazy about. Like, I feel like a lot of their dolls, I don't find that I want them very much because they look really similar. Like, I feel like I basically already own them if I own one of them. It came better packaged, obviously, but I didn't feel like figuring out how to package it really nicely after I opened her. Okay, so this doll is also tan. I think this is the darkest complexion that Mayu has, which is not great, but what are you gonna do? I mean, that's ball jointed dolls. They just don't, there's not a lot of diversity. There's really not. Some companies are actually really good with it. Resinsoul, for example, has every, well, not every color under the sun, but I think they actually can do like whatever color you want. Like if you go to them and you're like, hey, I want indigo. I don't even know what color indigo is. I think it's like a blue purple. But if you say that, like they'll try to match it for you and they'll probably get relatively close. So yeah, they're pretty good on that. A lot of other BJD companies aren't, but this is their tan. This doll also has a small bust, which I will show you my Gina because I have her too, and she has a big bust, and there is quite the difference between the two. Also, my Gina has a face up, not by me. I got her from Junkie Spot, and she came with a face up. So I find that these doll sculpts, I mean, I haven't seen Gina without her face up, which I'm gonna take it off eventually when I repaint her, but I find their sculpts are really similar, which, like, they're a little bit more different than some sculpts, but I still find them really similar. Like, if you look at the mouths and the nose, the eyes are a little bit different, because I think Gina's eyes are closer together than Varudis, or Varodis, whatever. But yeah, is it gonna zoom? Stop zooming in on my face. There we go. So yeah, I feel like they have the same exact nose. Anyway, I'll show you the difference between the big bust and the small bust. I don't really know actually if I have a preference. I always assumed that I would always kind of prefer a smaller bust on dolls just because, I don't know, I guess that's sort of my, actually I guess I don't really care. I think they both have, I don't know, the boobs are nice on both of them. I do prefer the 2-part torso over the 3-part. This one has 3-part, this one has 2-part. That is the bust size difference. I'm trying to hide. There we go. So yeah, definitely a bit of a difference there. They're both really pretty dolls. I think they'll look really nice together. I do like her little elfie ears. I love elf ears. I find that the Myou dolls, I think I mentioned that they're really sturdy. I also find that they're like fantastic posers. Like they can get all sorts of stuff. Well, I guess they can't look up, but they can look very like side to side. That gets basically, I mean, that is on her face. Something though with this doll is that it's actually a little bit damaged. So I don't know if you can even notice, but I'm thinking what happened probably is that the person who owned it for me, and they did give me a discount, so like whatever, and it's such a minor damage to it that I can cover up with a face up that I don't really care, but I believe they probably had a face up on it and took acetone to it. Yeah, they did, I think they mentioned that. Not the acetone part, but that it had a face up before, I think. Because something that I learned, and I'm not the most knowledgeable about BJDs, but I'm pretty sure this is right, is that if you put acetone on a tanner complected doll, it's going to make it like lighten up and get sort of ashy looking. So if you look up here, there's like a slight discoloration there. There's also a slight discoloration above the upper lip. And again, I don't really care. I can just paint over it or throw like a quick pastel on top, so it's really not a big deal. So this next doll is a holy grail of mine. I was extremely excited to see this doll on the secondhand market. This doll has a little bit of like, I guess, a story to it. This is the packaging it came in, just a box, and inside the box, it is simply bubble wrapped. Okay, so this doll has this doll has like a little bit of a story. If you guys aren't familiar with Digi Dolls, Digi Dolls is probably one of my favorite doll artists. I just think that they're really good at designing characters and designing BJDs. and they're extremely talented. They're a 3D sculptor. They've also, they work on commission, so there are quite a few BJDs that were sculpted by them that you may not even know, which is interesting, I think. And I think it's also awesome because I don't think everyone, you know, well, 3D sculpting is quite difficult, and then I don't think everyone is a sculptor. So it's cool that if you have a vision in your head, you can go to certain people to get, like, commission them to make you a BJD. So anyway, I'm rambling. This doll was designed by Digi Dolls. It's a succubus doll. And then I don't quite know exactly how this transpired. Either Handy Dandy Degenerate bought the design maybe from Digi Dolls, or maybe I believe Digi Dolls like okayed them to cast it, or just something happened. I'm not really sure what the process was, but it's not like a recast or anything. I believe that Handy Dandy may have altered the joints to like make them better. Again, not 100% certain, but I think they might have. Handy Dandy Degenerate on Instagram, I'll have these people linked down below, is someone who casts dolls, and they made an artist cast of this doll. And an artist cast is basically a doll that isn't sent off to like a company, like a BJD person who makes BJDs, cast them at their house. And they're not quite as perfect as a company doll. So I'll show you guys this doll. This is by far my most expensive BJD. She also has quite a few parts to her, so one second. She feels like different than a company doll. There is definitely like a difference, and not just in, I mean, generally they look pretty similar. Like they look basically the same, an artist cast doll and a company cast doll, but there are slight differences. In this doll there is some slight flaws to her. I find that she is heavier than a BJD. Like she is bulky, maybe like thicker. So this is her. This is her, and this is actually the boy chest. It came with the boy chest, but I'm going to be switching it to the girl chest. I don't think I'm going to be able to capture any of the imperfections on this doll. They're very, very slight. I think the main ones, by the way, this is like so cool. This is my first doll that's actually done faces like this, where you take it off the front, like you take the face off the front instead of like taking the whole head off, which I am so here for. Like I wish more companies would do this. Okay, this is the biggest flaw. Is it gonna catch it? Come on now. Zoom. I hate this camera. Okay, so it's like a very light color, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's like texture all on the inside of the head, like quite a bit of texture. Maybe they didn't sand that part. I don't really know. I don't know the details. It's the biggest flaw that I can see. There's also like just very minor flaws. Like I think her fingers, yeah, like they're just not perfectly sanded. Regardless, beautiful doll. I'm so impressed. I wish I could like cast stuff. I live in a tiny apartment though. Well, not super tiny, but I definitely can't cast anything. It's just a really cool kind of skill to have, I think. I do think that it probably needs to be restrung or something. There's something going on with like the knees where they're not lining up correctly, so maybe suede would work. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, the other parts that it comes with, so it comes with boobs, and it comes with, it also comes with hoof feet, which I don't think I'm ever gonna really use, but I don't know, it's pretty sick. And then it comes with some horns. Yeah. FQ, I just think they're like really big. And I don't really know if I'm ever gonna use the horns. The main thing, so I feel like why I was so drawn to this doll is because I don't know why this is like half the reason why I really like Hawaii, as well, is because it has little teeth. It has one little tooth. It's so cute. I'm hiding. All right, zoom please. Okay, it has one little tooth. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's the cutest thing. I also just think the face is really adorable. It's just a cute little demon. I don't know. I really like fangs on dolls. I really like vampire dolls. Like I'm very drawn to like vampire dolls or demon dolls, and that's my succubus. Oh, by the way, if you guys have been around this channel and you see my other BJD videos, and you would note that I was like, oh, I'm only gonna buy 1/6 scale dolls. Yeah, that, no. So I definitely prefer 1/6 scale dolls, but they're just not the most common thing. There's so many interesting 1/4 scale dolls that I just could not help myself about some 1/4 scale dolls. Especially this doll. To the slight conclusion, which means that I might change my mind about it like next week. And I think I like smaller 1/4 scale dolls. So like this doll, the succubus, is a smaller 1/4 scale doll, and I think it's like a really cute size. It's not quite as tall as like my Resinsoul Dawn that I have in like a she body, or my Doll Leaves Pearl. They're quite a bit taller than this doll. And also, so I did what I think a lot of people who get into BJDs do, is that I fell into the Minifee rabbit hole, and I fell hard, okay? So when I first got into dolls, I was like, I don't like Minifees, I don't get it, I don't understand why people like them so much. And now I love them, which I think you can tell by the fact that I keep talking about that Hawaii doll. I really like that doll. I also just like Minifees. I don't know, I think their bodies are really cute. There's so many head sculpts, which is just awesome. So I bought 2 Minifees. Okay, one of them I didn't buy. My husband bought me for my birthday. Very exciting. The other one, I just wanted a Minifee. Like, I was like, I want to see what the hype is. So now I have 2 of them. I'm going to have 3 soon. But this one is, I don't know, because they're in 2 different color boxes and I don't remember which one's in which. I think this one might be Mio. So, Mio is adorable. I think this is Mio. Let me see. This is not Mio. Okay, we're going with Merwin first. Merwin I also think is adorable. So, when I first got into Minifees, I was like, I don't really want one that's like the typical like cute kind of Minifee. Like Chloe. I want a Chloe now. I think Chloe is so cute. But when I first got into Minifees, I was like, I don't want no Chloe. Now I want a Chloe. But at first I didn't want a Chloe. And I just really liked how like defined this doll's face is. Like, she's really pretty, but she has like, I don't know, eye bags, and I just liked it. And I also liked how prominent her brow bone is. This is Merwin. She's in, oh, these are eyes that I made, by the way, if you're wondering. She is in their normal skin. Also, why doesn't everyone, okay, everyone that makes dolls needs to either put the face, just have it come off the front like the succubus, or they need to do this key thing, alright? This key thing that Minifees do, why don't they all do that? Like, make my life so much easier. And then the magnet hands, like, what? This is so easy. This is so easy. It's like the easiest thing. I'm so into it. I think that both of these dolls have the same, like, I think they both have cutie legs, and I think that this one's bust is a little bit bigger than my Mio doll. Something that is kind of weird though is that I don't know why this is, like, I don't know how Minifees works, or I don't know the design of them or anything, but this head is like barely hanging on. Like I genuinely, I don't think there's like a magnet on this one. Is there? How are these like held in? Like, this does not snap. Like, it just falls off so easily. I dropped this so many times. But that is Merwin. Also the feet, got little magnets. I'm so here for it. Yes. Yes, I love her. She is so mad and cute. Oh, there's a smooch on the back of her head. It's probably because I've literally dropped it like 3 times, because it does not stick to her head. Like, it just fell off. What is going on? How are these held on? Because this one is just not. Oh, I think that succubus doll and the Minifees look like so cute together because they are such a similar size. It's so cute. Generally with BJDs, I've just been buying like dolls that I think are cute. But it is actually exciting when you have dolls that go together or like look like they live in the same world, like the Minifees and the succubus doll. Like, the face is definitely quite a bit different than a Minifee doll, but look at like cute little bodies. I don't know. I like it. I think that's also why I like my Resinsoul doll and my Doll Leaves doll. Like, they're very similar scale. And they look cute together. Last but not least, definitely not least, I forgot this little bit, is Mio. So Mio is in a green box. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is with the different colored boxes. I have no idea. I got this from Denver Doll. My husband bought it for me for my birthday because he is so sweet. And Mio is actually discontinued. And when I saw that it was in stock at Denver Doll, I knew I had to ask my husband because I wouldn't be able to get it ever again, and it was in stock. I was just very excited. So this is Mio, and her eyes are crazy. Oh my god, girl. Oh no. See, this one is actually oh boy, girl. Oh no. Hold on a minute. Jesus. I think that like it's so goopy because of how horrifically hot it is in here. She looks busted. Yeah, okay. So I think that the Neo doll has a smaller bust than Merwin. This like head, you know, fits nice and doesn't fall off. What is going on with my Merwin doll? I don't know. Yeah. I just really like Mio's sculpt. It's very, in my opinion, different than other Fairyland dolls. Like, a lot of them are just, I don't know, kind of beautiful. They have, that's not true. I mean, they definitely have beautiful dolls, don't get me wrong. But they have like a collection of, like, they have cute dolls, pretty dolls, they got it all because they have so many sculpts. And Mio just looks unique to me, I think. Like, it just has a very childlike face mold that I really like. I like her tiny little mouth and her far apart eyes. And these are the eyeballs that she came with, which are just huge. I actually kind of like how big the eyes are on her. I think it adds to the young aesthetic that she has going on, or the young sculpt. Something that is very, very, very obvious that I didn't really find with my Merwin doll is that this seam lines on this doll are like actually kind of insane. Like in particular around here. Like they're so rough. They're like borderline, I don't know, it reminds me of like a fashion doll. It's intense. So I don't really know what that's about. Like I know that on darker complected dolls it's really hard to sand down the seam lines and not make it look terrible because it gets really like ashy looking, but with this I don't really know why Fairyland doesn't like, it just looks kind of bad. But I still love her, like she's still really cute. I just don't know why they I guess that's acceptable to them to send it out like that, but whatever. I really don't even know if you can tell. It's very intense. It's right there. So that's Mio, and I love her. I think she's adorable. Can somebody tell me the difference between the boxes, by the way? I can just Google it. I'll just Google it. But yeah, do you guys have any BJDs that you're extremely excited about, or any dolls? I'm going to be doing a doll repaint haul as well because someone who I actually met through doll repainting stopped doll repainting, and they sent me their whole stock box, which I'm extremely excited. I don't even know what the hell's in it. Like I just paid them shipping and it's gonna show up I think tomorrow. So I'll probably film a haul of that because I don't know what's gonna be in the box, but it says like 20 pounds. So we'll open it up together. And also I've just like picked some stuff at the craft store and some random bits and bobs off eBay for doll repainting, so I will have that up soon. And yeah, let me know if you have like a holy grail BJD. I definitely would consider that succubus a holy grail, as well as Mayu if she ever shows up. I'm so pissed that I could have got her on the secondhand market and I didn't. But yeah, anyway guys, like this video if you like this video. I'm so sorry about the air conditioner. I know it's very loud, but I just can't. I can't wait till like October to film a video that's so long. Alright, so like this video if you like this video. Subscribe, makes me happy, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Bye!